Yeah, hi. I'm going to teach you how to take a word that you regularly misspell in Microsoft Word and add it to your autocorrect dictionary so that it will correct itself from then on. So the way that you do this is when you type the word and you see the red line underneath it, you would right click on this word, and then you get a few options, some words the word thinks you might be trying to spell. But if you go down a little bit lower, it says autocorrect. And so then if you click autocorrect, and I want this, whenever I type TEH, for it to change to I change this. Now, I already have this one, so it's giving me this message, but I say yes. And so now it is the word the, and anytime in my typing I type TEH, it will automatically turn to the. I find this extremely helpful, and you might too. Yeah, hi. Now I'm going to teach you how you can add to your autocorrect list of words manually so that, or if you make a mistake, you can take one out and you can add them. So there's a couple of ways to get to this. One is you right-click on the misspelled word, and then you would go to the autocorrect, and then it says autocorrect options. We're not going to use that one this time. We're going to go up to this little circle on the top left corner of the document and go down to Word Options. And under Word Options, I'm going to go to Proofing. And under Proofing here, the very top one is Autocorrect Options. And so it has some choices you can make, but as you go down, it says Replace Text as you type. Now, you could put anything in here, like maybe you might put your name, and it might misspell your name, so you'd put your name and then you replace it with something. And every time you do it, that you type it, your name, it will change. But if you want to look at your list that you already have here, some of these come with the program, and some of these are the ones that you add. Now, you see, I add a lot because I guess I'm a messy typer. But if I accidentally add one or I want it to be gone, or I'm finding it to be a problem, I select it, and it appears in this box, and I can just click Delete. And then that one will no longer autocorrect for me. I find this very helpful too. Hi, now I want to teach you how to edit your document from Print Preview. Print Preview is very helpful because you can see exactly how your document's going to look when printed. Like you can see if your page breaks are messed up. You might see like how it's laid out not quite right, or you may see some spelling errors as you're proofing it using Print Preview. Now, there are a couple ways to get to Print Preview. One is you click this round button at the top, and then you go to the print, and under the drop-down, click Print Preview. That's one way to get there. And once you're in Print Preview, there's usually some page up-down buttons, which you can choose to go to the buttons. But if you go and you see something you want to change, all you have here is a zoom. You can't actually edit. So what I had discovered by mistake, accidentally, is if you put it into into spelling check, you get this thing that says, it shows your errors. And if you just click cancel, after that, you now have the ability. You could add, you can add a page break if you don't like the way your page break was. You can make any editing that you want right in Print Preview. Now, when you're done with Print Preview, this is the other way to get into Print Preview is through the Quick Access, which I'm going to cover next. But to get out of Print Preview, you're here. But now you know what your document is going to look like when you print it, and you've made changes. Yes, I want to teach you now how to minimize the ribbon area or to add things to your Quick Access toolbar. You notice here, this area up here, this is the ribbon, and it has, within each section, it has numerous things you could go to and choose from. If you're working on a small laptop, you might not want this inch or so taken up. You might need all the space you can get. So you can close this ribbon by right-clicking in the little darker blue bar there and click Minimize Ribbon. And then you have a lot of more space, but what you don't have is all of the access to all of those cool things that you had before. But things that you use regularly, you can add to this top area, which is called your quick access. And there's a couple ways to do this. One is, I'll go back and deselect Minimize Ribbon because then you get your ribbon back. But I can right-click any area here, and then I can customize the Quick Access toolbar. This takes me to this dialog box here, where I can choose anything in this list and put it onto the Quick Access toolbar. So, like Save, I could add Save, and now there'll be actually that one, font. Save was already up there. I could choose font, and so then I could choose different fonts from the Quick Access toolbar. Now I don't, like that one, so I'm going to remove it. But you could pretty much put anything that you use regularly into that toolbar, and it makes it very convenient. And that's where I put my spell checker and my print preview, and then I do have the save button, then I have the undo and the redo button, because those are the ones that I use. Now there's another way you can get to this dialog box. You can click this button up here again, and go to the Word options. And once you do that, you go to Customize, and it takes you to the same dialog box where you can add and remove things you want in your Quick Access.